vote tallies once we get those up. We'll put them up when we have them.
Yeah. Oh, look, this is an important win for Democrats in the state of Wisconsin. It is not an indicator of where the overall country is in terms of political alignment, but it is a testament that when you continue to organize, you have a clear message, you can win campaigns. And I think in a moment like that, right now, Democrats need to remember that and continue to cultivate what their message is ahead of the New Jersey and Virginia elections this year, the governor's race that we have and the legislatures that we have in those states, and then ahead of midterms as well. I think that, Florida, yes, no one expected Democrats to win. I still think it was closer than people expected in Florida. Again, probably not a place, an area that we will flip back in 2028. That's not what we're saying. But it is giving an opportunity for Democrats to say, well, who are these voters? Are they low or high propensity voters that showed up and that's why it was closer? It gives you some data to examine beyond just
right. In previous races in Florida, the Republican had
it was
won
a blowout,
by
30 some points, right? So you want to find who are those voters in the difference in that margin between, and maybe you get draw some conclusions and maybe you don't, but data beyond just a presidential outcome, I think is important.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that, actually. There's always things to learn. And for the Republicans, it's a party.
Good morning, YouTube. I'm back. So this video is about Susan Crawford. So Susan Crawford is a Wisconsin Supreme Court judge. And yesterday, she won her race by 11 points. I'm going to tell you guys why this is extremely important. Elon Musk was literally down there paying people $1 million to sign on to a petition. He was basically, he didn't pay for votes directly, but we know what the intention was. We know what he was doing. And when Donald Trump first won, and of course Elon Musk was everywhere, my first thought was Elon Musk bought himself a country. It's very unfortunate. I was thinking I didn't know democracy was for sale, but apparently it is, because how much money Elon Musk put into the election, and then how much money he made after the election, it seemed very nefarious. It seemed very wrong to me. Donald Trump creating a department for him, it all seemed anti-American for me, in my opinion. And so it started making me feel very defeated, and I wouldn't say angry, because like I said, I always stick by. I'm a black woman. I'm resting because I did my part. I am happily a part of the 92%. However, I still live in this country. I still have to be educated. I still have to be knowledgeable. I still have to know what's going on. And so, of course, I follow this stuff very closely, keep my eye on all of these things. So I felt very defeated. Okay, Donald Trump has the richest man in the world just throwing around money and basically getting whatever he wants done because he has the richest man in the world throwing around money. And so yesterday, when it was announced that Susan Crawford won, basically, I was so happy. I was so happy because it showed Elon that democracy is not for sale. Everybody is not for sale. It showed Elon just because you have money and power doesn't mean that you get to dictate and determine how people in a free society is supposed to live. The race meant so much, even in a symbolic way, because Democrats still have a long way to go. We are not out of the what do they say, out of the water, whatever the saying is. We still have ways to go. But that Wisconsin Supreme Court race was an extremely important race. And here's the thing. Elon Musk was down there saying, he was down because he went to Wisconsin. He had brought all these different people. He's handing out money. I think he gave 2 Wisconsin residents $1 million and all of these things, right? And so he was down there beating his chest and basically insinuating that very race, the Wisconsin Supreme Court judge race, was going to determine the future for Western civilization. Seems it seems hyperbolic. It seems fear-mongering. It seems nefarious. Because I'm like, what? When I first heard what he said, And then Scott Jennings tried to echo what he said, but couldn't articulate what he really meant, because Abby Phillips basically said, what do the end of Western civilization, what does that look like? What exactly do you mean by that? And then Scott is like, well, the future of Western, no, we're not talking about the future. You and Elon is saying that this very race determines the end, or is going to dictate in some way the rest of Western civilization. What do that mean? What exactly are you talking about? They say these code words, we're taking our country back and all of these things, and it starts sounding nefarious because you know these people and you know what they're about. So anyway, Susan Crawford, she won the race by 11 points. She took it with 55% of the vote. And there will be in regards to the judges on the Supreme Court, there's I believe all liberal judges in a place like Wisconsin that swings back and forth. Wisconsin has been, from my understanding, it's been red, it's been blue in regards to the presidential race. And so for Susan Crawford to win that election by 11 points was phenomenal, especially because Elon Musk was down there spending so much money, basically trying to buy democracy, basically trying to buy people's votes. He didn't buy them directly, but you give people money, you give somebody $1 million and then be like, sign this petition and wink, like, you know what I want you to do, basically. And it didn't work. That woman won by 11 points. It didn't work, and I am very, very grateful. It gives me hope. It gives me hope that this is going to be a rough time, because today we have to face Trump tariffs. They go into effect today. So prices are going to increase today. People are going to feel it, and you know who's going to feel it the most? Poor people. Poor people who already don't have money, who already don't have resources, who already are living paycheck to paycheck or on a borrowing system. Not even paycheck to paycheck, like have to ask their friends, can you send me $100 until next Friday? It's going to hurt those people the most. So now we live in a country that the richest man in the world is harming the poorest people in the world. It's not supposed to be America. It's not supposed to be democracy. It's not supposed to be the republic. Bentley is about to start. So the fact that Susan Crawford won by 11 points was phenomenal. And I'm very grateful for that election. And I'm very grateful that Scott Jennings and Elon Musk was running around talking about this determined the rest of Western civilization. That's great, because the Democrat won. Good. The more liberal progressive judge won. So if you believe that, then the rest of Western civilization is going to be fair to all people. It's going to be inclusive to all people. It's going to allow people to live the way they find necessary. It's going to allow women to make decisions and have control over their bodies. So if you guys are right, Elon and Scott Jennings, if you guys are right about this race is going to determine the rest of Western civilization, I think we're going to be just fine. Because the alternative was not what America should be, which is accepting, inclusive, everybody has an equal shot. That's what America's supposed to be. And if the Republican won, that's not what was going to happen. So very happy about that race, very happy about Susan Crawford winning, very happy that she won by more than 10 points, which is phenomenal. Very happy that he has all the money, but very happy that Elon Musk spent his money and it still didn't matter, because hopefully that sent him a message. Everybody not for sale, Elon. Everybody not for sale. Everything is not for sale. Like there's people who have principles and morals and convictions. So just because you have money doesn't mean you just get to determine and dictate everything. That's what that race meant to me. It meant that everybody is not for sale. It meant that America is not for sale. It meant that the republic is not for sale. And that is a message that we all needed. We all needed to hear, because I started to feel very much like, okay, well, Elon bought himself a country, and that race, we're not out of the woods. Democrats are not out of the woods. We still got a long way to go, because Trump has Congress, he has the Senate, Congress is the Senate, but he has the House, he has the Senate, he has the presidency, he has the Supreme Court, and he has a cult-like following. So Republicans still have all the power, but Democrats and the Democratic constituencies is fighting back. And that's what I like to see. So I just wanted to make this video congratulating Susan Crawford, congratulating the Democrats and us, the constituencies. Like, we at least got a little something. We still got a lot of more fight. We still got to fight a lot more, but we at least, I mean, there's hope. There's hope. So, I just wanted to bring that video to you guys. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day, and I will talk to you guys either later today or tomorrow. Again, thank you for the 1,000 subscribers. I am very appreciative, and you guys are stuck with me. Bye.